my channel, Reclaiming Jen, where moms can take a break from the busy mom life and focus on their own needs, wants, and goals. On my channel, I talk about online teaching and how I work from home, and I love it. In this video, I am talking about how I have moved on from VIPKid and VIPKid, and right now, as of January 12th, I am primarily teaching with Outschool, and I am teaching privately using Zoom and sometimes ClassIn as a platform. And the classes that I'm teaching are ESL, some conversation classes for ESL. I also teach tutoring for math in elementary school, and I'm teaching language arts for English speakers as well. So elementary tutoring for language and math, pretty much. And it's going really well. At first it was a slow start to teaching on Outschool. I started off with some foreign students from South Korea and Taiwan and Thailand, and that has blossomed to about six students outside of North America. And then I also have students in North America. So I'm helping students with math and language, like I already said. And I am really happy with the amount of students I have this week. My ongoing classes that I have right now, this week I'm teaching 19 classes, which is pretty awesome. My classes are 30 minutes, and I like to have 30 minutes in between each one to make notes about what we did during the class and to properly prepare for the next student. So that's what I do. I know some people have like 15 minutes in between, and I mean, I may transition to having a shorter time in between classes eventually, but right now this really works for me. And I'm going to show you kind of my system. I know a lot of people have their iPads with their digital, everything's digital, and I'm still kind of paper and pen for taking care of organizing my students. So I'll show you a little bit about that. It's very basic, but it works, and I can keep everything organized in a way that I know what we did last class, what we need to work on, and that sort of thing. So I'll show you that in this video too. So that's what I'm doing with Outschool. And then I have some students that have found me on YouTube or on Facebook or Instagram, and I am teaching them via Zoom privately. Or I have two students that I'm using ClassIn for, which is not my favorite. I find that I often have trouble with ClassIn, and I feel like I'm not familiar with it enough to bring in the elements or the materials that I use in Zoom. So it's challenging for me, or like I have a great resource and I want to use it, and then it just doesn't work technologically. Like I can't get the video to play, or even there's so much wonderful advice on Facebook. There's teachers helping teachers, and one of the groups is Adventures Abroad in ESL. I think that's what it's called. And so if you are trying to teach independently, you want to check out this group. It's super helpful. And then there's other ones that are specifically for ClassIn. One of them, my friend Teacher Yo, she is facilitating this one group, so I'll link it here too, and you can check it out. So yes, I'm not as familiar with it as Zoom, and I feel like I'm always having glitches. So yeah, I'm trying to fix that and make it more engaging for my students. I have two students, and I feel like kind of my classes with them are a drag. And so I'm really hoping we can work it out. They've both gone ahead and tried Zoom, and it just hasn't been successful for them either. So I don't know. The other one I was going to try that I have downloaded is Voov, V-O-O-V. So I would maybe love to try that one too. But right now I am trying to work it out in ClassIn. So yeah, I've already talked about education.com is one of my primary resources that I use. I bought a subscription for 6 months, I believe, and it has been like immeasurable. Like I just love it. It's invaluable. There's levels and everything, and I don't really use it for my ESL students other than I have them reading sight words sometimes if the parents want that, or leveled reading. So I'm doing that. And of course I have linked in the description that I use FredisaLearns.com. For one of my students right now, I actually alternate it in with some other activities. So I don't use it primarily, but I do find that it's a good fit for some students. So if you're interested in checking that out, I have a link in my description where you can get a discount. All right, so I'm just going to show you my little system for how I organize my students. And right now I told you that I have 19 students, so I have a booklet for each of them. And okay guys, here is my fancy filing system and how I plan for my students. And I'll just show you. Now don't judge because I just chicken scratch inside of these books. But here is just some notes about what we do. And inside some of their books, I put some notes, like this is kind of the curriculum guide for FredisaLearns. And so I just put those in there and I just make notes. And that's it. That's my filing system. Pretty basic, right? Yeah, that's what I do. My schedule is a little all over the place. I feel like, you know, when you are building your business that you need to make some sacrifices. So I am sacrificing a little bit with my schedule being all over the place. But I think it's going to come together. Right now I have some nice chunks of time where I'm teaching students, but for instance, on Sundays, I teach 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 9 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. And then on Mondays, I have one class at 5 a.m. and then I don't have another class until 11, 12, and 1. And that's on Outschool. And the Sunday morning ones, the early ones, those are also ESL classes with the international students. So, and then on Tuesdays, I have a 6:30 and a 7:30 in the morning, and then I have one at 1 p.m. And on Wednesdays, I have 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. I would love to get one in the middle of those two. And then I have a 10 a.m. and an 11 a.m. On Thursdays, I have a 6:30, and that's it. And on Friday, I have a 6:30 and a 7 a.m. And then Saturday is my day off. So in my mind, I'm kind of hoping to eventually have another day off there. I know it's not going to be Sunday. My Sundays are awesome. I have a lot of interest in Sundays, and I'd probably have a lot of interest on Saturdays too, but I don't think I'm ready to give up my Saturday. It's the only day where my kids don't have anywhere to run and we don't have to get up and get ready and we can just, you know, stay in bed for as long as we want. So Saturday is, I'm sticking with that. And you might be wondering how I finish my teaching day by 1:30, like where are these students coming from? If they are in school, like how are they getting there? A lot of my students are homeschooled. So it works out that, you know, they're in, some of them are West Coast. So at 11 o'clock, they're just getting up at 8 o'clock and they'll come to my class. And some of them are same time zone. So it's working out, and I'm glad because I want to be done, especially getting up so early. For some of the days, I like to be done by 1:30. And I don't know about you, but I have naps, or I go to bed early, or sometimes I'm like, it's 5:30, I'm having a nap. Yeah, that's kind of the life I lead. But I don't know, I think I'm hoping to work that schedule out a little bit better eventually. So anyway, that's all. I don't want to tell you anything more. There's nothing more to know. But if you do, if I didn't address a question you might have about how it's going with Outschool and private tutoring, let me know in the comments below. Like this video if you found it helped you with understanding how things go. If you're wondering how I get paid by the parents, they pay me by Stripe. Then they can pay me by WeChat or credit card. And then Outschool pays me by PayPal. So I think I covered all of that. Oh, I have one parent that pays me by PayPal as well. So that's my information. If you need help setting up your payments with Stripe, I have 2 videos that show you how to invoice a parent or send them a payment link. So check that out. And if you have any other videos that you'd like me to make, let me know and I will answer all the things. All right, guys, that is my video for this week. I will see you next time. Stay warm if you are freezing like I am. Bye.